Hey, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Tanisha, and today we are going to make one of my Sunday favorites. We're making a herby roasted chicken. So for me, there is nothing better than the combination of herbs and spices with a little bit of citrus and a small kick of heat, baking and roasting together on our chicken. We're gonna do just that today. We're gonna add in a few fresh vegetables to roast along with it. I got some fresh herbs. We got a little bit of citrus from our lemon. And of course, I have like a whole medley of spices behind me that we're going to, kind of blend together and just make our chicken so flavorful. It's going to be delicious and the house is going to smell amazing while our chicken is baking in the oven. So what we're going to do now is jump right into all of our ingredients. All right, so I am using 4 leg quarters today, and I have already washed and trimmed off my chicken. Now, I'm not gonna get into any debate on my channel whether or not you should or should not wash your chicken. I know there's always like great debate about that everywhere. I'm going to say do what is best for you. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know, all right? But do what's best for you and your household for your chicken, but also. All right. Okay, so with our chicken, we're gonna use a couple of fresh vegetables. I'm gonna put some fresh carrots to roast in with my chicken. I'm gonna use some celery. I also have to get the onions, or actually I don't have onions, I have shallots today. So get that out as well. I'm gonna use just a couple of potatoes. I have some fresh sage as well as some fresh rosemary. We're also going to make a little herby butter with our spices. So we're going to use just about maybe 3 tablespoons of this butter. We're going to use some lemon, and I also have some garlic. We're going to need our little bit of olive oil. I'm also going to use some garlic powder. We're going to get some onion powder. I really love this seasoning. This is from Trader Joe's. It's their Cuban style citrusy garlic. This is really good, guys. Kind of use it on everything. So we're going to use that as well. I'm going to get just some smoked paprika just for some, a little smokiness in it. It's also really good for color as well. And then I'm going to use some Italian seasoning. And let's see what else we can use. For a little bit of heat, not a lot, we'll just use some crushed red pepper flakes and and then also some black pepper. And I think that's good. We're gonna blend kind of all of these together. Maybe, actually, let's use this. Let's use this one because I really love that. And we'll put the smoked paprika back for today. All right, I have out my roasting pan. This is what we're going to roast our chicken in and our vegetables today. So we're gonna set that aside, and I'm gonna start actually chopping up our vegetables. But first you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And so we're gonna get that going. And now, so generally for a rule of thumb as far as cooking time for your chicken, I like to go with 20 minutes per pound. So I have about like a little over 3 pounds of chicken here today. And so I'm gonna let that go for an hour, but I like to cook my chicken a little bit longer just because I've said it so many times, I don't play with chicken. We're gonna let it cook a little bit longer. So I might let it go like an hour, hour 15, maybe an hour 20, but I'll keep you guys posted and let you know. But I'm just gonna toss in my celery, and then we're just gonna give our carrots a good toss as well, a good chop. We're gonna give our carrots a good chop as well. So I went ahead and washed these already, just cut the ends off. And you use as many or as little vegetables as you like, and also use whichever vegetable you would like to use. I generally like to use root vegetables with it. I just think they pair very well with chicken. So like your standard, like your onions, potatoes, celery, carrots, would be great in here. And I think this is actually going to be more than enough because I'm going to cook like some string beans or something on the side as well with it. Okay. So let me finish getting all of our vegetables chopped up, and then we'll come back and start seasoning up our chicken. And we're going to give this a good, generous amount of seasoning as well. We have all of our vegetables in our roasting pan. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to season my vegetables because the chicken is actually going to cook along with the vegetables, and this is going to have so much flavor and so much seasoning. It's going to do its own thing with our vegetables. But I am going to just give it just a small amount of olive oil just to coat them, and just kind of massage that in just a little bit. Okay. All right, so now we need to work on our butter that we're going to use to massage our chicken with. So what I like to do is get my butter. Let me get a bowl real quick. So in our bowl, we're going to take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. Now, if I was doing a whole roasted chicken, I would probably use maybe 4 tablespoons because we would get like all in the crevices and everything of the chicken and underneath the skin and stuff, but we don't need that much for our leg quarters today. And you want to make sure that your chicken, make sure that your butter is softened, and you could just do that by just leaving it out just for maybe about a half an hour till it comes up to room temperature. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get all of our selected seasonings into our bowl. So I want to do about a tablespoon each for our seasoning. I'm sorry, about a teaspoon each. So let's go ahead and get our garlic powder. And you can go as light or as heavy as you want for your seasonings. So we're gonna use our garlic powder. We're also gonna use our Italian seasoning. And I'm telling you, like just a combination of Italian seasonings, some herbs with some citrus on chicken. Oh my goodness, oh, it's so good. Okay, so we're also gonna add in some onion powder. Also, you can add in some fresh onion to your vegetables if you wanted to. I was, but I decided not to today. I probably just didn't feel like chopping them up, but if you wanted to add in some onion, you could. All right, now for our red pepper flake, we're gonna just do a couple of little shakes. We're not even gonna do a whole lot, just a little bit, just to know that it's there. That's probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay, we're also gonna use, these are like 2 of my favorite seasonings from Trader Joe's. So the first one is the Cuban style citrusy garlic. And this has garlic powder, onion powder, salt, lime oil, lime juice, red pepper, bay leaves, coriander, cumin, black pepper, oregano, cilantro, basil, marjoram, parsley. Like, it's the works. This is really, really good. So we're going to go ahead and add in about a teaspoon of this as well. Listen, this chicken's not even gonna know what hit it, okay? With all of these spices. Okay, and then my next favorite one that I love is this, the Ahika Georgian seasoning. This says spicy, garlicky, and deeply aromatic and savory. And now this one has chili peppers, coriander, fenugreek, dried minced garlic, salt, and marigold. I love this one. This is so, so, so good. So we're also gonna do a teaspoon of this as well. Okay, and then what you want to do is just kind of blend, mix all of this together in your butter, and then we're gonna massage it into our chicken. I also have some minced garlic. You can use fresh garlic cloves if you like, but I'm just gonna use this one. Get that good garlic flavor into there. Now for my chicken, you can see that I've already put a little bit of salt and pepper on. As you can tell, I didn't put any salt into our butter. For one, my butter already is salted, and a couple of the spice blends that I use have salt in it as well. So I don't want to go overboard with the salt. So I just put a little bit of salt on my chicken, a little bit of olive oil and some pepper, and went ahead and massaged that in as well. Also, if you're cleaning your chicken, make sure that you pat it dry, because when you pat your chicken dry, it helps your seasonings and your spices to stick to your chicken a little bit better. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and mix our butter blend up and get it massaged into our chicken. Our butter is ready to go to massage onto our chicken. I did add in about a teaspoon of dried parsley as well. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna get our butter into our bowl, and you just want to massage all into your chicken. You want to make sure that all parts of your chicken are completely coated with this seasoned butter. You can even lift up the skin right here and just go underneath the skin as well, just to make sure that every single part of your chicken is fully coated and massaged in with the butter. Make sure we get all of that. We don't want to miss any of that into our bowl. Okay, so just keep massaging it in, and then we're going to start getting this into our baking dish. Our chicken is all seasoned with our herby butter. It's on top of our vegetables in our roasting pan. What we're going to do now is we're going to slice and squeeze a bit of this lemon on top of our chicken, and then we're going to add in our rosemary and our sage, and then get our chicken covered and into the oven. So let me go ahead and slice up this lemon real quick. Also, I want to show you something about the lemon that I like to do. So I love the tang and zestiness of the lemon with my chicken, but I don't like the bitterness from the oils that come out of the lemon rind. So what I like to do is just cut this off of my lemon. See how we just leave just a small little bit, and I just get the good stuff in the center, which, you know, the lemon oil and everything is great for so many things, but I don't necessarily like it when it's roasting into the chicken, because it actually gives it that really strong flavor that's not as pleasant in a dish like this. So to avoid that, you could just take your knife and just kind of trim around the skin, the peel of the lemon, and then just leave just the little inside slices. So now we're going to go ahead and get this covered and into our oven. And let me show you something real quick with the foil as well. I almost forgot. I almost forgot to stick my fresh herbs down in here. And you could just honestly stick it anywhere, because as it cooks, the herbs are going to kind of infuse in with our dish. So I'm gonna stick in just a little bit of sage and a rosemary. So now what I actually like to do with the foil, because sometimes when you're baking, it can get stuck to the top of whatever you're doing. So you can either kind of tint it, but something I like to do is just spray the back of the foil just a little bit, and it just keeps it from sticking to the top of that chicken, so that we're not like disturbing the skin when we take the foil off. So we're gonna bake our chicken on 350 for about maybe an hour, 15, hour 20. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it foiled for the first half. So maybe I'll keep it foiled for about 45 minutes. And then I'm gonna bake it uncovered for the remaining 45 minutes So half of the time covered, uncover it for the remaining. That's because we don't want our chicken to cook too fast on the outside and get our skin burnt. And we want the inside to cook evenly as well. So then we take it off the last half hour so we can get that nice brown crispiness on our skin. All right, so chicken going into the oven, and we'll be back when it's done. Our chicken is out of the oven, so I definitely underestimated the cooking time here. It did take me about actually closer to 2 hours, so I actually cooked it uncovered for about an hour 15, I'm sorry, covered for an hour 15, an hour 20 minutes, and then I let it bake uncovered for like another 40 minutes. So I'm not sure if I want to get a cute thumbnail for this because you can see like all of the seasonings and everything is kind of just married all over that pan. Our delicious pan drippings, our vegetables, all of our spices and herbs, and our lemon. So yeah, may not look very pretty, but I promise you it smells like Sunday dinner in here. And this chicken, I already took a piece out. As you can see, it's missing. The chicken is delicious. So before we close out, I wanted to remind you guys, don't forget that for the entire month of January, we are doing giveaways for the entire month, celebrating 20,000 subscribers, my birthday, my daughter's birthday, moving into a new space. Like January is just full of all kind of good and positive things. And I wanted to say thank you with little giveaways. We're not quite there yet for the big stuff, but just little giveaways throughout this month. So be sure to check the pinned comment for this video explaining this recipe's giveaway, and I'll see you guys in a few days for the next recipe, and I'll also announce this past winner as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.